So I'm going to show you how to combine the three images in your triptych in stages. I'm also going to show you how to add the type and the pattern element that I referred to in the assignment sheet. The first thing you need to do is create a new document in Photoshop. File new. It should be 8 by 10. So mine looks a little different because I have a different version of Photoshop, which we should all have pretty soon. But 8 inches wide, 10 inches tall. If you like, you can make it landscape orientation, that's fine. And make it 300 pixels per inch. 300. And then you're going to bring each of your photos, each of the three triptych photos, into the one document and layer them on a separate layer. This is just a photo I stole from the internet. You'll have your own, obviously. I'm taking each one of his photos, placing them in my new document. So I have 3 separate photos in an 8 by 10 document. Obviously, I'm going to have to resize these. So I recommend that, your composition is up to you, but I recommend that you make your images fit the screen, fit the size of the document. So for this, I'm going to make them all the same size by transforming them all. First, I'm going to line them all up. I'll stack them on top of each other so that they look like they are all in the same spot. And I'm going to, if you hold down the Shift key, you can select multiple layers. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to Image, or I'm going to go to Edit, Transform, Free Transform, and I'm going to hold the Shift key while I do this. This is something that you all should know very well, so that my image does not get distorted. It looks like my Shift key is not working, but I'm going to do my best to not distort the image anyway. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't know why my Shift key is not working, but that's not an excuse for you because your Shift keys are working. Okay, so double click it to release and make the change. And now I have a photo from my triptych on each layer. At this point, you can get a sense of, if you go to the opacity over here for each layer, you can move it around so that you can see through each of the layers. So the idea here is that you have multiple layered document that you can see all layers at the same time. So the project is called Seeing Through, so you're going to be manipulating this so we can see all 3 pictures in some way through the other. This is just the first stage of this. So when I'm moving this, you could probably see that the edge of the picture is in the way, which you probably wouldn't want to have happen. And also over here, you can see it overlapping. So what I suggest is that you put these back up to 100%. I suggest you cut out the figures if at all possible. So I'm going to take the quick selection tool, and I'm going to select the figure, hold the Option key to clean this up a little bit. Okay, then I'm going to make a layer mask by clicking right down here. Add layer mask. Turn off those other layers so you can see. When you add a layer mask, as you should know, you can, if you make a mistake, you can always bring back the previous part of the image. So I'm going to turn this layer off, turn this one on, raise the opacity. Again, I'm going to take the quick selection tool and quickly select this, create a layer mask again. And the bottom layer probably won't matter because the two top layers, the bottom layer has the background and we want the background for each of the other ones. So now when I do the opacity, we don't have those backgrounds mixing together and like conflicting. I can move, I can move the figure around freely, and it's not getting in, the background's not blending and overlapping. The next part of the next video, I will show you how to add the type and the type design, or the pattern